So a new bundle was added to COD earlier this week that brought a little disappointment with it. It's the Gilded Age V Reactive Bundle that comes with the KSP Rough Nugget Ultra Reactive Blueprint. And if this doesn't look familiar, that means you did not play Call of Duty Black Ops 4, because in Black Ops 4, there was a secret upgrade for the gold camo that was later classified as a reactive camo, making the Black Ops 4 gold camo the first reactive camo in Call of Duty history. When you got 3 rapid kills with this camo equipped, you got some orange lights added to the gun, and when you got 4 rapid kills, the lights became purple. It was a cool addition to the Call of Duty franchise that was available for every gun that you unlocked gold camo for. And now we have literally the same exact concept ported into Cold War, and it's only available for Call of Duty points. Now granted, this new version has an extra stage that includes white lights, but this blueprint is only for the KSP. This isn't a camo that you can apply on every single weapon like you could in Black Ops 4. The other blueprint you get for the FFAR doesn't include the reactive stages with it, and this thing costs 2,000 Call of Duty points, or about $20. You do get a park skin included with this, but I mean really it's the same exact thing we had for free in Black Ops 4, and it's being sold to us for money. The worst part about this bundle is it's not even working properly. In Warzone, I am almost certain that it is bugged and not performing the way it's supposed to be. The light flicker is way too bright and is actually a seizure risk. It looks like they toned it down a bit since it launched earlier this week, but it still has very bright spots and can be distracting in game and actually blind you and mess up a gunfight that you're in. The reactive progression is also different from Warzone, which usually doesn't happen with a lot of blueprints. In Warzone, it goes from gold, and then it goes to like a purple/gold hybrid, and then it's just gold at the end. So disregard it costing money. You should not get this bundle right now because it's actually a health risk and it's not even working properly. I mean, almost all bundles, in my opinion, are a waste of money. I've never bought any of these expensive packs prior to Black Ops Cold War. This year, I've gotten a couple of the cooler mastercrafts because I'm at the point where it's an investment for my channel and can be content and I can make my money back. And even then, I'm not interested in all the bundles. The operator bundles don't really interest me. I'm only interested in unique weapon mods that looks like, you know, some effort was put into them, not just like a camo slapped on to a gun. But let's get back on track to this Gilded Age V bundle. It's just a painful reminder of how things have changed in the COD franchise over recent years. And I don't know if it's changed for the good or the bad. I dipped my toe into this subject in my video last week about Black Ops 4 being free on PlayStation, but I want to dive deeper into it in this video. My question for you to answer in the comments is, what are your thoughts on DLC in Call of Duty right now? Or even just the COD franchise in a whole. Are you happy where it's at? Are you disappointed? Are you somewhere in the middle? There's both pros and cons for the current Call of Duty model, where everyone gets all the main content for free instead of 2/3 of the player base being left behind after launch because they don't have the map packs or expansion packs. Nowadays, you can buy the Battle Pass once and play every season, and you get a good amount of add-on content. But most of the cool microtransactions are very expensive right now and very limited. We're talking a $20 bundle for 2 weapon variants. Gone are the days of spending a dollar or two for a universal camo that you can use on every weapon, like back in Black Ops 2 and Ghost, which may have been the only 2 games that had a la carte DLC in it. I'm not even going to mention supply drops in this video, but Mastercrafts and Reactives were free to earn in Black Ops 4 at first through the reserve system, which was shifting from supply drops to a battle pass. But halfway through, they just locked them behind a paywall and put them strictly into reserves. But at least in that system, you had a chance to unlock every single cool item in the game instead of where it is right now. 90% of the cool stuff is locked behind the store within bundles that are all overpriced. So yeah, I don't know. You know, at least something that they could do is add that black market reserve system into Cold War and Warzone right now. So once you hit tier 100, you can still earn like cases that give you a chance to earn Call of Duty points or any of the items that are in the store. I just thought about that right now, and that actually solved a lot of problems. But I'm drifting off topic here. Let's reel it back into the reactive camo here. Another thing that upsets me about this bundle being added is this reactive gold camo could have easily been an obsidian camo equivalent in Black Ops Cold War. In Modern Warfare, they added an extra mastery camo around May 2020 that added an extra layer of grind to the game and something to chase. I don't really like directly comparing games, but it's pretty obvious Black Ops Cold War is following Modern Warfare's content cycle, but is trailing behind. Both games launched like in about the same state where they're missing a lot of content, but I felt like Modern Warfare patched in a lot of the missing stuff and added a lot of improvements at a much faster rate than Black Ops Cold War has been able to. But they decided to put an easy and simple content addition to the game that would have made a lot of players happy behind a paywall. It's frustrating to see, but I believe this all stems from poor management from Activision. You can say what you want about the publishers and the games and engines or whatever, but I think Activision is the root of all evil. About a week ago, I was running through all the scenarios in my head of why we haven't had like as much round-based zombies content in this game right now. And I remember that Treyarch had their dev cycle cut down by a year for Black Ops Cold War. And I feel like a lot of people forget that. I've even forgotten that. And I imagine that they poured all their energy into multiplayer and completing the campaign, and then zombies was last on the priority list. Imagine if Black Ops Cold War came out on schedule later this year instead of last year, they would have had Die Maschine and Firebase Z and possibly Mauer der Toten at the launch of the game, and then probably a fourth zombies map, you know, about 2 months after launch, instead of having to wait 6 or 7 months of dead time for our third zombies map in Cold War. If Treyarch had that extra year of development time, we would have had more multiplayer maps at launch. Warzone could have had a proper integration, a proper new Battle Royale map. Modern Warfare had that full 3-year development time, and it shows. It had some issues in missing content at launch, but those were addressed over time, and right now it is a polished game. It has extra attention to details. It had time to be created properly. It's actually very surprising that Treyarch was able to provide as much content as they have right now. I don't want to end this video with bad news, but Call of Duty 2021 is kind of in the same boat as Black Ops Cold War, where Sledgehammer Games didn't have the full 3 years to make the game. They had at most 2 years, maybe even less. And it's not their fault, it's Activision and their management. If you've been working, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you're still in school, it's like getting a pop quiz thrown at you where you haven't been able to prepare for. So I think they can fix Call of Duty by making it free to play. You know, you can't complain about lack of content if the game's free, but what they really need to do is make Call of Duty a singular multi-year title that's also free to play. You know, you can have all the titles under one name, or have it be one game that they just add more content and more maps to it and have like big yearly DLC releases, kind of like how they're doing with Warzone. That is a whole nother topic for another video. If that's something you're interested in hearing about, let me know down below in the comments. Make sure you guys hit that like button and consider subscribing if you'd like to support the channel directly. There's some links down below in the description that you can check out. Peace.
Made it through and took the win. Well done.